Hello, everyone. Debbie and Cindy.
Hi.
Welcome to our Monday Mindset call. We are almost at the end of the month. We have double dipping sales going on right now. We have a free item with purchase, gift with purchase. Cindy, can you show it to us? Do you want to open it or is that too much?
Sure. No, I can
I
open
want to
it.
see it in real life and go place my order for $98 or more.
Yep. Ooh, it's soft.
Let me see. I'm like, oh, nice. It's like zippers in the middle.
And
Oh,
these come out.
Velcro.
Yeah. Isn't that
Oh,
cool? That's so
cool.
cool.
Is it gold?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
gold. It's got one, two, four pouches.
Oh,
Um, the
cool.
this one seems to be the smallest, the top one, but these seem to be the same size.
Are the
And you just,
bags are the bags mesh or plastic?
it's mesh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
it's mesh. You just roll it up
I want one.
and it loops.
Oh, on each side.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live with this tomorrow. It's got the little logo.
Oh, I'm placing my order tonight.
And
And don't forget, we have until the end of the month to get your body butter and your free pair of aloe socks.
Oh yeah, let's go look at what's on sale real quick before we do our little activity.
yeah,
So,
I got a whole bunch
what'd you get? Oh, body
uh,
butters?
for Christmas. Yeah, so I was hesitating to go live because a lot of what I got are Christmas gifts, but they don't have
Oh,
to know that.
they'll be pleasantly surprised.
My family doesn't watch anyway.
That's what they
They
get.
they scroll right by.
Oh,
My page won't load. I want to show everybody what's on sale. So, body butter and free aloe socks. This ends November 1st, right? And the peppermint foot cream, November 1st. Oh, it says it on there. I told you I'm a little bit sleepy. And then at the same time, all the Vita C serum, mask, and moisturizer are on sale as well. Very cool. And then all orders over 98 get the bag. And then I wonder if they're still doing the makeup $50 orders.
Yeah, because last week I had an
Did you get one?
order and I got the mirror. So that was last week.
Let me try real quick.
yeah, I think that's still available.
Sweet. I wonder if they'll tell us when they're like running low. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is
Haven't
it.
heard if they will.
Yeah.
It's these bags are, I think, while supplies last.
The bags are for sure, and I think the mirrors are too. I want to see if it pops up when I go to check out. Where's my available promotions?
Yeah, it's right there.
Where?
It under your proceed to payment
Oh yeah.
button. Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, there it is. I'm also curious if they're still doing the free toner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So free toner with the oil control, um, like the acne products.
Yeah, I just got that yesterday or
And and
Saturday.
the and the clay mask.
Nice. Excellent. All right. Well, I'm excited about what's on sale. I'm excited for the next couple of days. Um, I think I'm gonna post the last couple of years I've done like a trick or treat the last couple days of November, or oh my God, listen to me. The last couple days of October, continuing through November 1st, because I like to get qualified on the first day of the month, and I just called it La Trick or La Treat, like La Brie. And that always gets people to order because they get a little something extra too. So I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow, launch it tomorrow. Okay, tonight we're going to do a little exercise out of Train Your Brain. We're going to do exercise number, is it
8.
8? Exercise number 8. Debbie has graciously offered to read since my eyes are crossed.
Must have been that double espresso this morning.
So I had two. I had two. I've been up since 3 a.m. Two double espressos.
Oh my God.
And Ellie has Christmas Carol practice till 10. So I have to stay, one of us, Brian or I, we have to stay awake till 10 to go get her, to go
Oh
pick her
boy.
up. Okay. It is on page 100 and, sorry, it is on page 216 if anybody wants to follow along. And Debbie, take it away whenever you're ready.
All right. Mindware experiment number 8 and train your brain. Ask a better question. For Mindware experiment number 8, you're going to use your brain's natural tendencies to answer your questions to your advantage. You're going to craft a question for your unconscious to answer. Here's how it works. First, you think of something you'd like to have in your life. For this experiment, it needs to be specific and tangible. Here are some examples of things you may want to have or do. Increase your business by 20%, a new car, lose 20 pounds, add 10 people to your team, a prize or attain a level of achievement, 100,000 net income, be a best-selling author, $1 million business. After you know what you want, you then craft a how question using this introductory phrase. How could I? And then you'll fill in the blank. The word how puts your unconscious mind into problem-solving mode for you. Using this formula, our topics listed above would be crafted into questions like these. How could I increase my business by 20%? How could I get a new car? How could I lose 20 pounds? How could I add 10 people to my team? How could I earn prize of level of achievement? How could I make 100,000 net income? How could I be a best-selling author? How could I create $1 million business? For a worksheet to help make crafting your powerful question easier, please go to, and then it has a website. Next, after you have crafted your powerful question, you will plant it into your unconscious mind. And so I want to give you a few guidelines for this process. 1, craft only one question. 2, unlike a mantra, you will not repeat the question over and over. Instead, you will try to think of it multiple times throughout the day, but only once or for a brief second. Do you remember earlier how I had mentioned that sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you can't remember a name, place, or where you put an item, but then you always recall it after someone says, forget about it, and it will come to you. This is how this Mindware experiment works too. You are not trying to answer the question. You are thinking the question once, implanting it, and then forgetting about it. 3, set a phone notification to remind you to implant the question throughout the day. One more very important point about this particular Mindware experiment. How questions don't always feel good. And as you know, at the Mind Aware, we really want you to feel good. Success comes from feeling good. And so this is why you may want to take some time when you craft your question to arouse some good feelings inside of you regarding the object of your desire. You can actually do that with another how introductory phrase. How would my life look if I, and then fill in the blank. Put together with our topics from earlier, those powerful questions would look like this. How would my life look if I increased my business by 20%? How would my life look if I got a new car? How would my life look if I lost 20 pounds? How would my life look if I added 10 people to my team? How would my life look if I earned prize of level of achievement? And how would my life look if I made 100,000 net income? How would my life look if I became a best-selling author? And how would my life look if I created $1 million business? Get the juices flowing on the object of your desire because then when it comes time to implant the question in your unconscious mind, you will already have some positive emotions around the subject. As you start to practice this Mindware experiment, you're going to notice your brain kicking in and wanting to answer the question immediately. It will take a little conscious awareness on your part to control your conscious mind from wanting to give you a whole list of answers. Just remember, this experiment works when you set it and forget it. And I'll tell you why. Let's say you crafted the powerful question, how could I create $1 million business? Immediately, when you think that question, you may get a jolt of good feelings. You may remember that your mind pictures the subject of the sentence immediately, and as your mind hears the powerful question, the image of $1 million business will arise just as quickly as a pink elephant. The image of the $1 million business will give you a rush of good feelings. However, if you ponder the question for too long, what quickly happens is your conscious mind will start chiming in about all the reasons why your idea is stupid or impossible, why it will never work, and so on. You don't want to allow that to happen. And so remember, you are not trying to answer your powerful question. You are thinking about it, implanting it, and then forgetting it. You are allowing your unconscious mind to reveal the answer to you. Keeping your mind off of your question effectively opens the door for your unconscious mind to get into problem solving mode and work on answers for you. And that's exactly what will happen. What happens when you put your unconscious mind into problem solving mode is that all those opportunities you have missed or overlooked in the past will pop up for you seemingly out of the blue. You will feel inspired about a new marketing idea, which has been there all along, but you never noticed it. Or you find yourself in a conversation with an old friend you haven't seen in years who gets excited about your business and partners with you in some way. Seem far-fetched? It's not. This is a direct result of training your brain, and it's tempting to underestimate the power of your mind. But when you get amazing results, and you will never undervalue how easy it is to transform your life simply by the way you think. Asking a self-defeating question benefits no one. On the other hand, asking a better question is one of the best ways to use your brain's natural tendencies to answer questions to your advantage. Your new line of questioning and its limitless prospect of success will soon have you realizing all things possible can become real. Have fun asking better questions.
All right. Thank you, Debbie. That was
Sure.
so nice to listen to you read. Okay, so do y'all know what your better question is? Were you thinking about it? I
I
know.
got a lot.
Okay, if you had to pick one, because it does say to pick one, right? Yeah, craft only one question. But maybe we could pick a question that kind of includes all of it.
Can you
I
hear
think,
me?
yeah.
Oh, there you are. Pat just got home and then my phone synced to my car.
Oh, I thought I heard
Yeah.
something. I think my question is going to be, how would my life look if I earned the trip? Because if I do that one, that's going to increase my business, it's going to increase my vacation time and all that. Yeah, that's going to be mine. How would my life look if I earned Jamaica? What about y'all? What do you want your question to be?
I think mine's going to be add 10 people to the team. I think I'm going to pull, because I have obviously highlighted stuff that I wanted to do. I wanted a new car. I wanted to lose 20 pounds and I wanted to add 10 people. I got the two out of the three. So
There you go. I love that. How would my life look if I added 10 people to my team?
I like that one as well, but I think for me, I have to cut it in half. It'd
5.
be 5.
How would my life look if I increased my team by 5? Very good. I really like this activity because of it's one thing to set a goal, it's another thing to train your brain for that goal. And so setting it up into the how would my life look, it kind of gets you dreamy. Like it doesn't have to look that way. It doesn't feel forced or um, like there's a bunch of pressure. It's just like, what if? How would that look? How would that feel? So I really like this one. Do y'all have any questions about this exercise or anything you want to add about it? It's pretty straightforward and easy, huh?
I like the fact too that, like you say, you're kind of getting into a dreamy state and it's not putting, like you say, pressure on yourself. Because I think when we do that, or like saying I'm going to put 10 people on my team, it's like then you start asking yourself other questions. But if you just stick with the one, you're going to come up with those ideas of how you're going to do it. And
Right.
if I reach for 10, I could end up with five.
Right.
Like Cindy wants to do five. You can always just go for the gusto and fall where you land, right?
Yeah. Could be more, could be less, but you're still going for it.
Right.
I know myself. If I said 10 and didn't get any, I'd be in a downward spiral. I'd be,
Sure.
you know, I would be thinking not so good thoughts.
Well, and I like that you brought that up because your question could be, how would my life look if I offered the opportunity to more people? Or like, how would my life look if I was a manager in LeBron? Like it could be less of a like something you have to a number you have to reach and more of like a status. I like the what did it say? Prize of level of achievement. I like that offer of like it doesn't have to be a certain level of or a number of things. It could be an achievement of some kind.
That if I became manager, I like that.
But how would my life look if I was a manager?
Yeah, yeah,
Cool. Yeah, because if you're a manager, you're gonna be building a team.
right.
It just doesn't have to look like 10 or it doesn't have to look like 5. I think you actually have enough to build to be a manager right now, but it's hard to get all of them qualified. It's
I
very,
have the numbers, the volume, and one girl is $44 away from qualifying. She would be my last one to qualify. I reached out, but crickets.
for manager?
No, 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 just to qualify
Oh, rank
at my
rank runner.
supervisor
Okay.
level.
I was like, where have I been? I need to pay attention. Cool. Well, I think that was good that you brought that up, Debbie, of like, sometimes we can get in our own way and start trying to figure it out, but that doesn't actually help. We just have to ask the better question and then let it unfold and keep moving forward. Um, I do have an announcement. I decided earlier today that I'm going to do a round of creating money,
Oh,
and it's going to be in person, but also on Zoom. Yep, creating money. So instead of how I've been doing it the last, I don't know, 9 or so months, um, we're not going to be reading on our own. We'll be reading together again and actually like doing the exercises again. I know I'm excited too. So it's going to be on Wednesday evenings. And like I said, I'm going to do it in person, but I'm also going to open up Zoom. So if anybody wants to join that's not local to Buda, and I'm going to record them also. So if somebody misses a recording, it'll be on there. It's going to start November 6th, and we're going to skip, it'll be every Wednesday, but we're going to skip the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and we're going to skip the Wednesday that is Christmas and New Year's, and we're going to have like a final closing meeting on the 8th. So this is actually going to end up being, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 meetings, but it's over the span of like 10 or 11 weeks because we're going to skip a couple of the holidays in there. Um, I think this book is really powerful when we read it together because we can kind of help each other work through where we get stuck. So I think that'll be
Did
helpful.
I have a question? So did you say you're doing it in person at your house or
I'm
like
gonna
your cozy corner
I'm gonna do
place?
it at Cozy Corner and then I'll have my Zoom open also so anybody can watch.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha.
yeah, on Zoom
So
too. It'll be
so I
hybrid.
could have so I could have a Minnesota book club here who want to
Yeah.
join and we could do that on Wednesdays and come here
Yep.
and listen.
Yep. I'm thinking really low cost, everybody get their own book and then something like $5 per call. So what is that? 7 calls, so 35
35.
total.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I kind of went back and forth. Lisa, when she first did it, it was $100 a group, but a lot of people only did it if they got a scholarship, and look where we are now. We've we've rippled that out so far. Um, and then I was gonna do maybe, $7 to $10 a call, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just make it as accessible as possible to everyone and I'll make a group chat or maybe Facebook events, but I'm not going to do a Facebook group just to keep everybody um, so they know what time the calls are and or in person and doing it together, like not on our own, but actually sharing and talking about it and doing it together. So, y'all are the first people to hear about it. I haven't even put the post together yet.
So you'll have on the post what days we're skipping.
Yeah, it'll be the Wednesday of Thanksgiving, the Wednesday, all the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Oh,
and New Year's Day.
okay.
Yeah. And we're gonna start on the 6th. And the first call on the 6th is really just gonna be like a welcome to the book, get people excited about it, talk about if anybody has read it before, sharing testimonies about reading it, just getting people excited to actually commit to reading the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then starting the next week on the 13th, we'll like actually sit down and read it together. We'll take turns like popcorn style reading. Um, and a couple of these, I have sound baths at Cozy Corner right after, and I figure I could just leave the Zoom open if anybody wants to listen to the sound bath too.
Okay. Now, is that something to where we would be able to participate in like the assignments, the mind work experiments?
Mhm.
Since we're on Zoom, we'd be able to like all chat together.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We'll all sit like in a circle at the table or whatever, and I'll just have you guys propped up on the table on the screen. Hybrid. Any other questions about our new creating money?
Are we done reading the Mountain is You?
Oh, that today's Monday. Today I need to put in the group chat that we're finishing up the book this week. I gotta be honest, I had a hard time reading The Mountain Is You.
I
Did you
did
have a
too.
hard time with it too? There was a
Yes.
lot of like shouldn'ts and nots and like after doing all this train your brain work and creating money work, I was like, why is everything is the opposite?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
And
this isn't
especially just
positive language.
right. And just coming off Atomic Habits too. It's like,
Yes,
thinking the good things and the positive things and making
right.
changes, and all of a sudden, no, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, I got about 2 chapters in and I had a lot of tears and I was like, I don't want to feel this way. I want to feel like uplifted and I
Mm-hmm.
think it's good to do, they call it shadow work or whatever. I think it's good to work through those things and at the same time, like I don't want to be in self-sabotage mode. I don't want to be like I don't feel like I'm in that place either, so I don't need to be like talked out of it by any means.
Right.
But yeah,
Right. I agree.
did you feel that way reading it too?
I did. Yep,
Yeah.
I agree.
And
It was a tough.
I'll share that in the group chat too, just so people don't feel alone if that's how they're feeling for that book. Um,
Or feeling defeated because they didn't finish it, or like, oh my gosh, I don't like this book. So
yeah.
yeah.
I got about two chapters in and then I started I do this thing where I like just read like a couple of lines per page to get the gist. I'll like read the first sentence of the paragraph and the last sentence of the paragraph. And I'm like, okay, I'm just not enjoying this book. Like, I don't feel the desire to figure out what they said in between because the parts that I did read, I'm like, I don't feel good reading it. So, back to
Good.
what we like and love and know works, creating money. Um, I'll make a Google form for people to sign up and make sure they get added to the group chat. And I said the time, right? 6 to 7 Central.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 to 7 Central, with the first call being super informal, getting to know each other, talking about our experiences, making sure we all have the book. And then the very last call, will be closing the group and making sure that, you know, nobody left behind. And um, I'm excited to do the work together. I know I already said that, but I really think that's what makes creating money so powerful is when everyone's doing it. They're all doing their own magnet turning on.
Mm-hmm.
So, so yeah, I'll once I get the Google form made, which I should be able to do that tonight or tomorrow, then we can just start sharing it with as many people as we want, open to the public, not just LeBry. Um, and yeah, we'll go from there.
All right.
Okay. Looky there. We're just shy of 7:30. You guys want to drive home any goals for the end of the month? Declare your goals.
Over 1,200. I was just shooting for 1,000. I'm over 1,200. I'm so happy. First time in a long time.
Yay, you get the cash bonus too.
Yes.
Yay.
I'm halfway there.
Halfway to 1,200.
No. Well, yeah.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
Halfway to 1,000. Where am I at?
Yes. Yep. And I'm shooting for manager this month. I'll take that versus supervisor last month.
Yes, manager it is. I am shooting. I know I'll get to 2,500, but it would not be the worst thing in the world if I got to 3,500. That would be amazing. I think I'll launch. I have a lot of things to launch right now, and there's a lot of new moon energy. So I'm like, can I just do it later? But we got deadlines. I think the trick or treat thing is going to be really fun. I might make a cute little Canva that has pumpkins or candy and let people place an order, pick a treat, and they'll
So what do
I'm
come.
you
doing
have?
oh,
What do
I'm
you have?
sorry.
What do you have for the treats? Because
I'm probably gonna do stuff I already have at my house that I can stick in a bubble mailer, like a glam gloss or a chapstick or something less than $15. Or I'll do rebates because I can just do those on Venmo super
yeah.
quick. So if they place an order, oh, you got a 10% rebate, trick or treat.
I'm
Um,
doing a holiday spin to win
oh,
right now.
nice.
So like an early bird holiday spin to win.
Oh,
So if
cool.
they placed a $150 plus order, they'll automatically get a spin, and it could be one of the holiday items between $26 and $47 value.
Nice.
And then they're also getting that roll that Cindy showed. They're going to get that for free,
Very good.
and that'll help who if it's even a consultant, it'll help them get points towards their boo basket, which we have this week. November 1st is the last day for that.
That's right. We've got a couple more days to get Boo Basket points. Well, I just placed my order for $98 or more, so I'm getting me a roll-up bag. I might do two or three of those so I can have one for me, one for display, and then one for a gift.
I was thinking the same thing.
Maybe more than one. You know what's funny is I used to have a Mary Kay bag like that where the bags Velcroed off and I kept it for years, even though I didn't use Mary Kay past like the one time I bought it. I loved the bag. And that one reminds me of it where they Velcro off. I love that because you can hang it up or lay it out and then just grab what you need when you're traveling.
Saw on that vendor event I was talking to you about
Yeah.
today, one of the, what is she, 31? She's selling off her inventory.
Oh yeah, because
She had,
31
yeah,
closed.
she had a makeup bag that she displayed. Every product inside was LeBri.
Nice.
Every product. So of course I had to say something, but I couldn't believe that. It was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually we have quite a few people on our LeBri team who are also 31 consultants, so it's nice that they have both. But yeah, it's sad watching these other businesses take on investors to stay afloat and then they lose their say in their company. So I'm really grateful that LeBri is not in that boat. And if you guys have any teammates wondering or asking if LeBri is going to be okay, we are because we don't have investors and
Mhm.
we don't Linda and Brian have all the say and they've said over and over they don't want to change. So that feels good. All right, y'all. Happy Halloween. I'll see you on here next month. And I hope you have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
Get
Have
some,
a great rest of your week, you guys.
take care.
Bye.